pinch punch, the first of the month. Time to get rid of the Kirby, which has been used all sorts of ways throughout the month. Let's see how it did. Hello, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, June has turned into July, and it's time to say goodbye to the Kirby Heritage 2 with its floppy lid, which has been very annoying. I'll be honest. Obviously, this month has been split into two. As you very well remember, we had carpet for the first half of the month, and it did an astonishingly good job on the carpet, with the tools being used occasionally. But then the carpet came up and we were about to laminate. So pretty much this head hasn't been fitted. I have just left it with the hose on. And I found the two ones I kept from the Kirby G5 tools that I got. Fitted the bent end. Found the floor brush, which is remarkably good actually. I really like this. It's really wide. The ends fit under the furniture, so I could do under the sofa. Just, you know, get the worst rubbish out from under there. And it's just been sat in the porch, just in tool mode really. Obviously I've got all the other tools here that I have used. Don't quite know why there's a Hoover belt in there. It's fallen out into the porch. And yeah, been used as not quite a cylinder because I've left the handle and the bag on because it's easier to store. I did put it into handheld mode a few times when we had the carpet. Went around with all the tools, dragging it along, picking it up to get to the tool bits, and then lob it all back into upright mode to do the rest, and it's been very good indeed. So, how has it fared? Well, it's had a couple of sessions of being used to clean out of the vacuum cleaners. Obviously we moved all the furniture, so it got very well used for that. The bag isn't excessively full, I'll be honest. It's to about there really, but I would imagine that all the dirt inside of it is pretty compacted and torn up. I'm not going to tear it up now, but the bag's done a good job. I think there is no dust in the bottom of here. None of, well, a little bit, but then that could have been there before, so who knows, but it's done alright. Let's just check the brush roll. And again, there's a bit of sellotape there, but that's not too bad. I haven't really cleaned it, so it does a good job of spinning all the dirt off of itself and into the machine. What I did find though is that the rug renovator head, the carpet flapper, doesn't actually fit this machine. I took this a couple of weeks ago to have a go at the hallway carpet and it didn't fit, which is annoying because it came with the machine, but it goes on, but wasn't quite, especially with the brush roll on, touching the cut-off switch to make the machine work. So I didn't use the rug renovator in the end. Bit of a shame. I might have one last go before I put this away. But let's try and fit it there. So if I can fit it now, I'll whip it back home because I want to sort the pile out on the hallway. So we'll put that to one side, because I've got the box here that holds all the small tools, and I would quite like to get some of it back in, so because obviously this has to go away and be stored now because I don't have the space to have it out, unfortunately. So that goes in there, this handle goes here, this tool goes in there, this tool sits down there, as actually does that, but I want to see if I can put these extension ones, which don't fit. do they fit and they go in from the there we go. So we'll keep, I think this only came with one wand. We'll keep the one wand. I can't fit the other one in without breaking the box, and don't particularly want to do that. I seem to have two of these. I'm not quite sure why I have two of them. Well, I do know why I have two of these, but I don't need two of these, so I think one of those can knock their back in. Dusting brush. That can go in there. That can go in there. These two forms that I have with the machine can tuck down there. And these are all the cleaning pads that I haven't yet used, so they can tuck in there as well. And that's all from there. Obviously that sits in a different box, so we'll pop that to one side. And I'll just move the camera, and I'm going to try again to fit that, I think. See if I ever did it right in the first place. So, obviously we need to have the brush fold in. What is also quite annoying is that it's ever so stiff to lift the belt. This style, this knob here really hurts your hands. So that is lifted now, as you can see. And I say, I tried a couple of times to fit this and just couldn't get it to go. You watch it work first flipping time now. Yeah, see, that's not going on enough for the catch to go. Well, I was pretty sure I was doing it correctly, because obviously I've never actually used this one before. Yeah, it binds up on that bit. And when it binds up, the lugs don't sit down where they should on the bar. What am I doing wrong, Kirby people? It's almost as if the belt lift is getting in the way. It's up as high as it'll go. See, that looks like it's on, but again, you can't push that, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm not 100% sure if that's the right one. It's what came with the tools. We'll pop this on, just to get it out of the way. I won't put the belt back down. But yeah, that's something that I found. So we'll put this away, just to be sure. Obviously that just sits in there, like so. I'm just laying that on top for now. But it's a shame the hose won't go into one of these boxes, because that'll make it much easier to store. But if I put the hose in, it's going to lift itself out too much and the lid's not going to close. So that's a little bit of a pain, I won't fully lie to you, because I don't have the caddy for it. This is the caddy for a Kirby G5, which I just happened to obtain. Just get this popper done up. It's a little bit flippy on this box because there's nothing behind it to brace it. I'll do that another day. So yes, basically that is the Kirby. Perfectly acceptable, very good. Charlie's used it, Amy hates it, Eva wasn't fussed. I liked it, and that's all that matters. But what are we going to use for July? Well, let me show you. Well, now that we don't really have much carpet in our house, we've got that little bit in the hallway, which is ruined anyway. The front room is laminate, the kitchen is lino, the carpet upstairs is terrible and thin anyway. I think it's time to swap to cylinders. Yes, I've been sort of looking forward to this. There were a few uprights so I wanted to try, but the carpet needed to go. You all know that. You've seen that carpet. It was disgusting. So it's time for a cylinder. And again, I've got lots of cylinders. But because I've been concentrating on the old uprights, I don't have any cylinders really that are usable. Apart from one. And here it is, yes. the Hoover Lifetime that Mr. Ibasiak gave me in payment for fixing his Hoover Junior. It's the perfect candidate because A, it's clean, B, it'd be quite nice to use it's a Telios really, it'd be quite nice to use one, B, it gives me a flipping month to sort something else out for next month. So we better, we've seen this already, so I don't need to go too in depth, it's all boxed up, so pretty much we just need to get it out of this box and I remember what we didn't do the last time on this. Hang on, let's get everything out. Let me show you. So we've got the two chrome ones here and here. We have the, oh, this is going to be interesting because this floor tool doesn't adjust. Wonder how scrapey that will be. We have, this is going to be annoying. I can't fully promise I'm not going to grab some other tools from the shed. I'm not going to lie to you. We'll see, I can try them, but first time I need to properly clean like under the sofa cushions. I might crack and go and get a proper upholstery tool and a proper crevice tool. So we'll stick that box out of the way. That needs to go back in as well. And we'll have a look at this Lifetime 1400. Obviously, as you know, this isn't the Lifetime. Roger didn't get all Lifetimes with it, with that palette. And the ones he did, he kept, which is fine by me because I'm not really a reusable bag sort of person. However, this bag, if we recall correctly, is full of paper shreddings, because my dirt test on it was paper shreddings. This is a bit of a problem because I could sit here and pick it all out and have a paper bag. I could fit the other H30 bag that came with it, but bag technology has moved on since the days. I mean, this is a 90s machine really, just rebadged. I mean, that's a Hoover compact bag fill thingy-me-doo now. This is a Hoover jet hose, so this is a proper parts bin machine. This is basically the Rover 45 of vacuum cleaners. The Land Rover Freelander, that used Maestro components. So yeah, it's a bit of a bitzer. But obviously it is very clean. And technology has moved on, so this very morning, flipping handily, because I needed to get this filmed, I got a parcel. Inside this parcel, which I bought, is some H30S bags. Yes. Turns out that you can get nice HEPA flow style bags for modern Hoovers. Oh, it's not HEPA flow. Right, these are still paper. Not quite what I was thinking of. But they are pure filth bags. Yeah, I thought these would have been fleece. I'm not going to say I'm not very annoyed, but it might be better anyway. So we have these are double walled, I think. Are they double walled? Hang on, you need to sort of try and separate the layers from the outside and the inside. No, I think these are single wall bags. In fact, we're not going to be using this again. Yes, they are. No, they are triple walled bags. There are three layers inside there. These, well, it's almost fleecy. I won't lie. Where's the English version? Pure Filth, trademark, is an innovative, highly efficient 3-layer filter medium. The additional microfiber layers ensures maximum filtration of germs and allergenic substances. Furthermore, Pure Filth provides optimal protection against mould penetration. Well, I don't really hoover up mould, so thanks to its efficient properties in separating even the finest particles. This just says, this is a high filtration bag recommended for sufferers of asthma. They're not going to be using it enough to be able to warrant 2 full bags. I mean, they've both got the... I can't do this too much because they both got the self-close. There and there. They're both the same size. 0436. The part numbers are slightly different. But we're going to use it. We shall try it. So on this day, it's actually the 28th today, because I can't film on a Saturday. This is... Ow! Ow! This is spotless inside. Ow! That's going to be annoying. So, sod it. We shall fit our pure filth bags. Or bag. Pop that in and do the lid up. I shall pop this in with these just to keep them together. I'm probably only going to use half a bag, I'll be honest. We don't have much dirt. It's a slight pain. I need to make the kids be messier. And obviously Amy pushes the Becco around during the day because it's easier. Oh, these were cheap. This is only £7 for the box. And it's good to have some spares. Genuine Hoover. Say genuine Hoover. I think these are made by a spares manufacturer nowadays and just rebadged up as Hoover. But they are made in Italia. Made in Italy. There's a little cut out and keep so I can know which bags to fit. It fits all of these. See, I told you this was an Ariane. You've got the Telios, the Ariane, the Discovery and the Octopus. That sounds interesting. Imagine they're flipping rare to find. Yeah. Hoover recommends the use of original bags and filters. So we are using original bags. It has its original filters here, so they are spotless as well, because all we really use this for is shredded paper. What else do we need to do? We need to fit the Hoover compact hose. I've got an old style proper heavy Hoover Flex compact hose. For a laugh I could fit that. I was almost tempted to pinch this for my Galaxy, but I won't. I won't. Oh, we could use the Galaxy, couldn't we? Comment below if you want me to use the Galaxy for a month, bearing in mind it's terrible, terrible bags. In fact, I wonder if these will fit. Comment if you want me to use the Galaxy for a month. We shall see. So we'll pop the floor tool on, pop the small tools on, there we go. Really, I don't think I've got to do any more setup, I'll be honest. It's all fairly standard. Boring Hoover compact filters. Little round Hoover compact filters. The extension tube storage hook is, yeah, done that. Real, blah. Everything fun is from a different model because these are quite basic, I think. Even though it's a special edition. It's nothing we really need to care about here. It is a very simple vacuum cleaner from the year this manual from the year 2000. I don't think this is going to be dateable. I can't remember if we ever tried. Oh, it is. I reckon if that manual says 2000, then the block of numbers that says 2046 must be week 46 2000. It's missing half of its ratings plate, but I think that's because obviously these are factory returns, as Mr. Roger did explain, so I think that's probably part of it, which is fine. You can still see the serial number though, so I can still log it on my spreadsheet. Has seen a little bit of use actually. I don't think I've ever looked at this closely when we unboxed it. The wheels have some slight use. In fact, yeah, the top, you probably won't be able to tell, but there is some marring on the top. Well, that's fine, because I'll be honest, I'm not that much of a fan of using brand new vacuum cleaners. So that's fine. probably a little bit late to register now for my three-year guarantee. In fact, this is dated 1999. Well, they're in Warwickshire. It's probably just an office somewhere. So yeah, no, I think we shall leave that. I'll put those back in the box. I'll take these home to use them. I shall bin this bag, which I've just torn open, because in fact I can pop that into the packet that the new bags came in. Oh no, I made a mess. We had to christen it. Now, this is why I said I'm not going to go nuts emptying this, because I'll be honest, this is probably going to fill this right up. So what we'll do is just empty a little bit out. Oh yeah, this is full of... We've got a hamster now, so it's full of hamster shavings. It was Eva's birthday, so... Oh, the Kirby loved picking these up. Oh, you can just hear it flicking around the fan case. It was amazing. We'll just stick to that, really, because any more, and I'm going to overwhelm this poor thing so much, it's just going to be a little bit pointless. So we'll pop that in there as well, spewing its dust out all over my little work trousers. Whoops. And I'll stand up, point you down, and we'll give it a go. Okay, are we ready? So quiet, isn't it? I didn't even realise it was on. Aye me. There's going to be no late night vacuuming for me. If I strip something down at midnight, I'm going to have to use the Dyson V6 or the Beko to clean it up. But on first impressions... Oh, you're joking me. Where has that come? Look! It's made a skid mark already. You're joking me. There's no holes in the bag. I think that's the seal. I think the bag seal is just terrible. Oh, that's... Oh, I don't care. You know what, sod it. It's going to be a true test. I'm going to try very hard to not open that again. We're going to... I can't see how well that's actually pushing in. I reckon this is the same problem that the Galaxy has. I don't know if the Compact's doing it. This is just too short to really go in. But I don't think a lot of dust has already gone through. That's certainly very fun. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to swap these over. This normally sits at the bottom, this sits at the top. I'm going to put this at the bottom because we'll be able to more easily see what it's like. So, there we go. The gauntlet is set. It's still got very strong suction. Superbly strong suction. So, who knows? This is it. For July, I'm going to be using not the first cylinder, because we used a Sensortronic, didn't we, last year, but the first cylinder 2018 is the Hoover Lifetime 1400 T2425 from the year 2000. Wish me luck, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.